Great.
Um, Today, we're in for a treat. Joining us is one of the top three body language experts in the world, a certified speaking professional, media analyst, and fraud busting genius, Traci Brown. Whether she's on stage, on a plane, skiing down a mountain, or crushing it on the golf course, Traci's uncovering lies and training teams to sell smarter and lead stronger. Traci, welcome.
Hey, thank you.
I wanted to start with just a few personal questions, if you don't mind. Okay. So you're constantly on the go, on stage or in the air or on the slopes. And what's your favorite way to unwind when you're not chasing down deception?
My the two well, I skiing and golf are great. My number one is bike riding. I used to be a professional bike racer, so that's my. You know how sometimes you just need a place where it's like, I'm good at this. I'm just gonna go. I don't have to think. That's my place is on my bike.
Excellent. And I read somewhere that you used your deception detecting skills to win bike races. Is that correct?
Yeah, yeah, I did. You can. I mean, it's the same in the boardroom or on a bike. Like people are telling you all the time exactly what's going on, how they're feeling, what's going to happen next, and that was really my introduction into body language. Is and here's the thing, I didn't even realize I was doing it. Um I was at a conference and I had a roommate, and the Tour de France happened to be on, and I was like, oh, let me tell you who's going to win. Right here, it was like two guys like at the end, and I'm like, that one right there is going to win. And she's like, what, how are you doing this? I'm like, well, look at this and this and this, and I know he's tired, and he's not gonna win. And sure enough, that's what happened. And she kind of says, you've been reading body language a lot longer than what you think. And that was like this huge moment for me. It really kind of shifted everything because I didn't realize the depth of knowledge that I actually had been using for like a really long time, like 20 years longer than what I thought. So,
Wow.
um,
So you came by it naturally then.
yeah, yeah. Just, always, I mean, I've trained in a lot of different ways, with like, cause I'm a hypnotist and I've trained,
Oh,
like
wow.
clinically. Yeah. I don't tell a lot of people that because it scares them. If you want to scare people real quick, tell them you're a hypnotist. Um, and, anyway, so you're always watching your clients, right? And understanding, if they're what they're telling you is what the information that you need to get them to move forward, or what's going on. And anyway, then I had the opportunity to train with the police and FBI, and I think there's people in there from the CIA that they weren't saying. But their class. Here's the thing. There's in what you need to know for you is that these are classes that anybody can take. You don't have to be. They sound all top secret and stuff like that,
Mhm.
but anybody can go. And there's some online. There's some where you go for like 4 or 5 days. And so they're all about interview and different interview and interrogation techniques. And reading body language is one of them. Like it's one thing to know if someone's lying, it's a whole other thing to get a confession. um I'm not in situations where I need to get confessions from people, so I'm not good at it.
Mhm.
But I'll tell you if someone's lying, like for sure.
Okay. I would love to have that skill. Let's see. Now, what's something people would be surprised to know about you?
I am a hula dancer.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's
Hmm.
amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
I taught my son that once. We went to Hawaii and he took hula lessons while we were there.
oh, how fun. Yeah. I learned to read people's energy over in
Mhm.
Hawaii, studying with kahunas, and for lack of a better term, that's what they're called. And anyway, I do that all the time with
That's
my
amazing.
clients. People don't know what's going on, but it is.
Now, you were talking about training with top law enforcement. What was the most intense moment that you've ever had while learning those skills?
Well, I've taken a couple classes that are longer, like a week long, like 40 hours or so. And I'm not good at any of them. I'm not cut out for law enforcement in any way. Um, and I just took one the other day, and it was almost the same thing as the first one that I took, which was back before the pandemic. my constitution is not that. I need to keep my world like pretty happy.
Mhm.
And when you're working with people in the worst time of their life, which is when they're arrested for whatever, like it's
Right.
probably one of the worst times in their life. There's energy there that's it really affects me, and it's just super hard. So the first one that I took, I just started to feel awful, and I was friends with the instructor, and I told him, and he's like, look, you're not protector energy. That's not what you have. All these guys in here do. Take the morning off tomorrow, come back when you're ready, and we'll get you through the rest of the class. And that was years ago, and I thought this go around would be easier, and it wasn't. And so they're all just intense. It's just intense, and it's not my lifestyle. It's not what I'm cut out for. It's information that I need, but I'm going to take that and do something different with it. So I don't know if there's an intense moment. It's the whole thing. The whole thing is just difficult for me.
I understand.
Mm-hmm.
Um, okay, let's switch directions then. You've been in the spotlight for over 24 years.
A little
And
bit.
what has been the proudest moment of your career so far?
Um, there's been a couple that happened recently. One is that Nancy Grace has me on speed dial,
Yeah,
and
I saw that.
earning that is a, I'm so proud of that, because Nancy Grace is the smartest person who's ever interviewed me. She knows, with all due respect to everyone who's interviewed me, she knows exactly what she's doing,
Mhm,
exactly the emotion she's trying to create.
mhm.
And she is different off camera than she is on camera.
Really?
It's oh yeah, off camera she's joking around and having a good time, and then that red light goes on and she lowers that chin and she does that thing with her eyes, and she is creating, she knows what she's doing, and she's got this, not only the, I don't want to call it theatrical skills, but the emotional skills to invoke that in the audience, but she's got the legal skills to
Right.
back that up too. So that, and then uh um I just got an invitation and I fulfilled it. Like I just spoke on the main stage at a national conference, the National Speakers Association. So
Mhm.
they're my people. And
Yes.
I
I
got
saw
invited to speak on stage, and that was very big deal.
now you were a past president for them.
For the Colorado chapter, yes.
Amazing.
Yes, but
Okay.
yeah, this was national, and I worked really hard on it, and I crushed it. And they say it's easier to find a new audience than to write a new talk, and that is true.
Now, you are also certified through them, correct? As a certified speaking professional.
Yes.
And I researched and saw that less than 12% of public speakers worldwide ever get that.
Yeah.
Um, what motivated you to do that? And why do you think so few people do get that certification?
It's hard to get.
Uh,
Is for one. It's hard to get, and it takes a lot of paperwork. It takes a lot of. It takes about 10 years to get it.
oh
And
wow.
yeah, and you have to have tracks to keep track of everything you've ever done. You got to reach back out to those people for feedback. Um, there's peer reviews involved. It is hard to get, and
Okay.
that's why people don't want to get it. There's some people who very clearly could and very much do deserve it, but they don't even want to do the paperwork, so they don't get it. So I'm very proud of that.
You stuck with it.
Yeah, very very proud of that. So
Okay. So let's talk shop a little bit.
okay,
Um,
shop
and
ready.
and I know that you're known for turning boring meetings into breakthrough sessions.
Mhm.
What sparked your journey into body language and behavior analysis?
Well, the bike, I think we kind of talked about it, like the bike racing thing, led
Mm,
into hypnosis and Hawaiian Huna and NLP. And then I saw clients for a long time, and then it was just like, I need to take this thing bigger. That was not the plan. I was going to be a performance expert
Mhm.
with all the mental tools that I have. What happened is a client called me and he's because he knew that I knew the body language stuff, but I wasn't putting it out there. And he's like, "Hey, I need you to come in and do a talk. I'm the new executive director of the Colorado Defense Lawyers Association, and this was back in 2008. He goes, money for focus groups to try out arguments on juries just
Mhm.
dried up. Put together a program and come in. I know you know how to do jury selection,
Right.
and I did. And it just went from there. Like I couldn't talk anyone out of that, and I was just like, oh, I guess I'm a body language expert now.
That worked out well for you.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, you earned your degree in marketing from University of Colorado in Boulder.
Mm.
How did that educational background set the foundation for your current career?
Oh, here's the truth. I'm a little bit disappointed in my degree because I got out into the real world and none of it worked like they said it was gonna. um but I am a marketer, and just by nature that's um and this, like I said, this is a lot of marketing. So if you don't like to be putting stuff out there all the time and think of new creative ways to get people's attention, this is not a job for you. um and so it just, it, like I said, I wish I had learned a little bit more real world stuff. So that's my official comment on my degree that was very expensive.
Okay. Was there at least a specific class or experience during college that maybe sparked your interest, or was it all kind of a wash?
I I'm not going to say it wasn't challenging or it wasn't difficult, or I'm not saying it was valueless. It just didn't work in the real world the way I hoped that it
Right, right.
would. I'll tell you, the class that I feel like is the most unique, that I think about more than any, is history of jazz, which sounds ridiculous, but
I'm
these
actually taking that class right
are
now
you?
too.
Yeah, pay attention, like because it like I'm a musician. You can see my where my case back there.
Yep.
Um,
I'm
music
also
is,
a musician with my
oh,
little
look at
earrings on.
you. Okay,
Oh,
yeah. Music is always in your life. It is always in your life, and it is evolved. I don't understand jazz from the '60s. I think it's ridiculous sounding. Like not even when it doesn't even sound like it has a good melody. I'm like, what are we doing here? But it it evolved, and there's always, I don't know, there's always lessons in evolution and meeting a market demand for right now. So anyway,
oh, excuse
history of
me.
jazz, that's the one I remember the most. And I had this capstone course where this professor kind of taught us how to read the Wall Street Journal and just kind of have a bigger picture of things. And I do remember that one a little bit. Like it wasn't hard, but it
Mhm.
was just like, hey, here's what's going on, like that kind of thing. So
Okay.
that's what I remember.
Okay. Um, let's say I'm gonna say you've written some books,
Mm-hmm.
which are very interesting. Led programs like Liar, Liar, Pants on Fire, which is the best name. And
Yeah, I
clearly you're
trademarked
still,
that. I own that. Yeah.
I love that. I love that. I was gonna say, and clearly you're still on fire. But what's next for you? Where do you go from here?
Hollywood. I'm
Excellent.
working I'm working on some stuff in Hollywood. I can't tell you exactly what, but I can
Mhm.
tell you that it is a dating reality show using my skills.
Oh, geez, that would be amazing.
I know. Stay tuned.
That
Are
would
you
be
on my mailing
amazing.
list? Are you on my mailing list?
I am now. Yes.
Okay, yeah. All right. So just stay tuned. Stay tuned, Yolanda.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for all of your time. So my closing is
All
I'm
right, you're
announcing it.
hilarious.
Thank you. So I was going to say that you've turned deception into your domain, and we're all smarter for it. So thank you for the truth and the tools.
Oh, you bet. Yeah, yeah, you bet. Here's what I want you to do
Mhm.
is if you're serious and you really want to do this,
I do.
you got to do a few things. You got to get your skills good. So go take uh probably a hip. Well, you're
I've
in
actually already signed up for hypnosis classes.
great.
So
Okay,
I
good.
love hearing that from you.
You know who's out there your way, and I think she's still running classes, Janine Driver.
I
Um,
actually have an interview with her as well.
Good. Yeah.
That's
And I don't
amazing.
know her personally, but
Mhm.
she does good work. And I know she's out in your neighborhood, and I think she runs her own classes. So,
That is so funny that you
yeah,
would
do
say that.
do that. Take a read. It's REID, read interview and interrogation class, and
Mhm.
then join the National Speakers Association. There's a good chapter in DC out there, and they'll teach you how to, if keynotes are what you want to do.
Mhm.
I mean, you need to get experience before you just go speaking. Maybe you want to see clients, or maybe you want to, like, however you build your skills, make sure you build them. But the sooner you can get an NSA, the better, because they'll teach you. We will teach you how to run a speaking business. I mean, it can be lucrative. It's not easy, but it can be really good.
Excellent. Thank you so much for your time, for the interview, and for the little heads up. I'm definitely going to take your advice.
Yeah.
This is really something I'm very interested in. So I'm so glad that I actually got a chance to talk to you.
Oh,
I'm
great.
beyond honored.
Oh, I'm just a
But
regular person who just won't quit. That's the only difference between me and you. So, so
actually,
so
I
keep
won't
going.
quit either.
All right, keep going. Let me know if you ever need an idea or two, and let me know.
I will.
But yeah, good luck with everything.
Thank you so much.
All
Really, I
right.
appreciate it.
All right. Hey,
Have a good day.
okay, see you later. Bye.
Bye.